Still waiting for the rear shock absorber, so I can do nothing really apart from all the little jobs which I can show you now, ones that would be too boring to be able to show you putting them back together. The tank, for instance, all the dents knocked out, new transfers on. These are the existing BMW badges, and it does look beautiful, just brand new. It was worth doing it. The hardest thing was putting the engine bars back on. They really were difficult, and they look better than new, much better. I looked in Hepco and Becker instructions, which they only have for the bottom bars, these here, which you can't see very easily in this light. But it says they take 4 hours to put on, and they certainly did. 4 hours to put them on. Then I bought these lights from Amazon. I was going to get the Denali ones, but they're many hundreds of pounds, and with getting the rear shock, these were £56 from Amazon for a pair with all the fittings, and I could follow the cables through straight into my Denali fuse box, and they work fantastic. Let me just switch the ignition on and show you. Look at that. They are amazing. Just as bright as the Denali ones. I can't believe, and this solid cast aluminium. So that was great. The other thing I fitted was a new screen, because the old one was going yellow really. There's a few cracks in it. And that's, I mean, it's hard to photograph, isn't it? But that's a screen from Motorworks. I ordered the one for the GS and it wouldn't fit, and I rang Motorworks and they said, well, you've actually got adventure fittings on here. So they sent me a replacement, which was very good, fitted right on. So that's an adventure windscreen. This edition of the guard for the headlights, the bars were rusted solid. It was sea solid. I had to drill them out. I was going to throw it away. I got some stainless steel, turned it down, and it's as good as new. And I sprayed this black again, cleaned it and sprayed it black. So that was good as well. The other thing I did, and I didn't know how to do this, was a GPS mount. The GPS mount that I could mount my Navigator VI from my RT is my RT here. So I don't want to buy two Garmins, but I couldn't get a mount. Found one in Germany for £110, but they adamantly said it would not fit an 1150. I can't see why. I was just taking the wires to the fuse box. But it came with this car mount. So by milling a piece of aluminium and a hole in the back to take the sucker mount, it's bolted on there beautifully. On eBay somebody did these brand new ones, £8, so that I can waterproof it. And then I wired it directly into the Denali fuse box, so it comes on with the ignition. And of course the Navigator VI fits perfectly in there. And just turn it on, and you can see it charging now. I think it's charging because it's gone flat, because I haven't used it for a few weeks. So that's all working beautifully, and I've got that. Then I make these parts here with ram bolts on. Sold them all over the world now. They're on my website. And that takes my phone in there, and that's powered from the USB port that goes back to the Denali box in there. So it might not seem a lot, but these jobs take quite a long time just fiddling around. Now what I haven't shown you, of course, is my seats. These are beautifully done, hand done, with whatever colour piping you want by CM Seats. Just I put a link in to show you it. I've only placed them on at the moment because, of course, I've got the brackets and everything to put on. They got special gel fitments in here, very special gel that Ross puts in, and the same in the passenger side. So they are a work of art. Now this is what has been cut down lower than it originally was, but again I can't tell until I get the rear shock back. Now the other thing I did, I'm not sure about this yet, but if you look at the side stand here, and I was saying that it's so far off the ground, you can see that it is now even, that I couldn't lift the bike off. It may be better with the new shock and the lowered seat. If you go on to Google, you'll find hundreds of people complaining about this problem on this particular model. That the side stand is it's leaning so far you can't pick it up. So the suggestion is to bolt on a hockey puck, a 1-inch hockey puck, onto the bottom of the side stand, but I tell you, it looks as if you've bolted on a hockey puck. So I bought a 30mm block of nylon off Amazon, off eBay, and I milled it down. You wouldn't be able to do that without milling it, is so dense. And I drilled out a lot of the centre to make it very light, and clamped the Touratech parts both sides. So that gives me another 30mm of movement. Now somebody's mentioned, and they may well be right, that it may catch the centre stand, and I can't try it out at the moment. It may catch it. So I may have to go in and mill down a little bit more, just see how that goes. So that was actually hours and hours of work has gone into even putting things like the engine bars back on. But really the bike is looking and sounding very good when I had it running just here. Now I've got to find, will it actually work? Can I reach the floor? And is everything fine? Hopefully I'll have the rear shock very soon.